Hello everyone, welcome to Daily Current Affairs series. Today we will discuss about 30th June current affairs. Myself Sunny Sandeep. Welcome to my channel Gear Up for Group 1 exam. Let us discuss the current affairs. The first one, TikTok among 59 apps banned by the center. There is a announcement regarding Chinese apps. Government of India banned 59 applications such as TikTok, ShareIt, Club Factory. There are different types of Chinese popular apps. That Minister of Electronics and IT is telling that MeitY is telling that these apps are threat to national security and sovereignty. Why? Because there is a data stolen in that usage of that apps, and also some frauds also happened due to that one. Best example is Club Factory. There are several frauds happened in Club Factory also. That's why Government of India came up with this announcement, that is 59 apps banned by the center. Next one, India and Bhutan sign pact for first joint hydel project. We know that good relations between India and Bhutan. In that process, India and Bhutan has signed a joint hydel project. That is the first joint hydel project. Here it is a 600 megawatts Kolangju venture. That project name is Kolangju venture. That is, it is a worth of 600 megawatts. Now it is termed as a milestone in ties between India and Bhutan. It is the first hydro power joint venture between these two countries. Here, previous any agreements or any previous constructions between any countries, like it between government to government, but it is the first one constructed on the 50-50, and that means India side 50% and Bhutan side is 50%. That is a joint venture. Now it is constructed as a 50-50% joint venture. Here the goal is between India and Bhutan is to help the Bhutan to make the 10,000 megawatt of installed capacity of hydroelectric project by 2020. Up to now, last 30 years, India has built that 2,100 megawatts only. Now it is the goal of 10,000 megawatt of installed capacity by 2020. This pact is signed in 2014. That means earlier 6 years back. What will it will impact? That means what are the outcomes with this pact between India and Bhutan? This pact between India and Bhutan is a mutually beneficial bilateral cooperation between India and Bhutan. Next one, share public data with the public. We know that we are giving data to our government. That means we are entering our data in a technological manner. That means any apps or any websites. Now we are only giving data that has to be shared with our public only. Then only people will have faith on government. Here there are two important data related policies are there. The first one in international level, that is International Open Data Charter, that is signed by almost 22 countries regarding this open data charter. That means they have to give some data to whenever in any emergency situation. Here in nationwide, that is National Data Sharing and Accessibility Policy, that is NDSAP in 2012. Here there is a government initiative also is there, that is Open Government Data, that is OGD data 2012. In that data, what we have to see, that is National Data Sharing and Accessibility Policy, that is NDSAP. Here the data we have to, that is in a open shareable. That means it is a freely shareable, and it is also a accessible and is also a searchable. For any open data, these are the three important characteristics of any open data. The first one open shareable, and second one accessible, and third one searchable. Data is to be found and accessible. A data is easy to use and reuse. That means it has to be easy to use, and at the same time it has to be reused. That means once I use it, has to be again it is reused. Here the First one, that is open and shareable, that is data freely available in any content. Here, what this NDSAP, that is National Data Sharing and Accessibility Policies, will promote. This will promote data sharing and enable access to Government of India owned data for national planning and development. Open share data sharing is the most crucial important in the any national planning and development of any nation. What it will impact? This it will create the social impact in the nation. That's why open public data is the very key to any democratic country. Next one, RBI schedules Operation Twist for 2000 July 2 on July 2. Here RBI will perform the every year, that is open market operations, that is OMO. Now it is another tranche of, that is another round of 10,000 crore open market operations. Here we have to see what is this name, open market operations. That means purchase and sale of government securities is known as a open market operations. This is very important concept. Please try to concentrate on this one. Why? Because most of the questions are in banking or any competitive exams are asked on this open market operations only. By the definition, open market operations is purchase and sale of government securities. Here, purchase longer tenure securities. That means suppose we are in 2020, I have to buy a longer shares. That means after 2027 or 2029 or 2031 securities I have to buy. That means their maturity will be longer in a manner. That's why purchase longer tenure securities. Here, what we have to do for the liquidity at this position? At this position, we have to selling the short-term maturity securities. That means, say suppose I have a two types of bonds. That means longer term bonds and another one shorter term bonds. Suppose I have faced any difficulty in any current situation. That means due to COVID-19 I don't have any money. What I will do? I will save what are the longer tenure. Suppose say I have 1 lakh bond, it will mature on 2030. That is 50,000 bond that will mature in July 2020. Suppose due to this liquidity position or difficulty in liquidity position, I will sell this short term. That means next month maturity bond I will sell. That means that with that I can get some liquidity and I will survive from this COVID-19 or pandemic or any emergency situations. I will save the longer term security. Like that, our RBI is also doing that open market operation, that is purchase and sale of government securities. What it will do? It is aimed at managing the yields. It will help the government in borrowing funds at a lower rate. Say suppose I am a person, I want to take any loan from any bank or any financial institutions. That means first of all, in a nowadays I will search for lowest rates. That means I will search for very low rate. Suppose SBI is giving for 8%, Union Bank is giving for 7.5%. That means I will go with the Union Bank of India. In the same situation, it will help the government in borrowing funds at a lower rate. That means this is about the Operation Twist, that is scheduled by RBI, Reserve Bank of India. Next one, in the series of UPSC prelims previous paper analysis, that is our 65th question, that is in the context of which of the following do some scientists suggest the use of the cirrus and cloud thinning technique and the injection of sulfate aerosol into the stratosphere. There are two techniques which it will reduce the global warming or any climate related problem. That means there are different types of clouds are there. In that cirrus clouds are there. That is cirrus cloud thinning technique is a one technique that will reduce the global warming or climate changes. Here, and the injection of sulfate aerosol into the stratosphere. The stratosphere means in that sphere or in that layer, flights will go or aeroplanes will go. That means if you spray through that, if we spray in a that sulfate aerosol in that stratosphere, that will reduce the global warming or climate related changes. Here options are given here: creating the artificial rains in some regions, that is different one; reducing the frequency and intensity of the tropical cyclones, it is also different one; reducing the adverse effects of the solar wind on the earth, reducing the global warming. That is the fourth one is the right option. We will put as the for 65th question D is the right option. With this we can conclude our video. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe to my channel. Gear up for Group 1 exam. This is Sunny Sandeep signing out. Take care and bye bye.